Right, gonna do a wee kind of live stream here. A few people that I race with have been kind of making comments about how they're impressed with my um, livery designs and whatnot. So thought I'd expand on one of the YouTube videos that I've got, which was talking about making your own custom layer groups. Um, So just while I was doing this, I thought, right, well, I might as well streaming it and let people see my kind of technique behind how I do it. So I've got here my Michelin logo, and what I'm going to do is I wanted to make a few different versions of it to go with different car designs that I've got. So I wanted to make like a monochrome one and make one with a transparent background as well. Um, and I want to, with the monochrome one, I want to put a black border around the text. So I thought that maybe give a good idea how to do it. So obviously I've got this saved as my group. I'm going to change this one just now. No, don't need to change the shape. Change the colour to a light grey, and then I'm going to change that one to a darker grey. Now, obviously, doing that, you can see it's kind of made the writing looks a bit, the contrast is a bit off with it, and that was the reason why I wanted to turn that into a put a border around it. So if I do that, and then I want to select everything, but not group it yet. I'm going to resize it, just so I'm a wee bit closer into it. So again, like I'd said in the first video when I did this kind of thing, basically when you're making up a vinyl group, the way I do it is I sometimes use other people's or even the game's logos. So if I go, that's not going to let me do it that way. But if I went like recommended groups and search for Michelin. And then you wait the 5 minutes it takes to load up. So obviously you've got different people's versions of it. So you could choose any one of them as a reference, and then when you've got it loaded up, you basically just, like what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select all the letters, copy, and then like the way I would do it is basically, you're tracing black shapes onto it, so you navigate, you find a shape which fills in that space, so you get something, and then you position it until you can't see any more of the white, and then when you're happy with it, that's obviously when you would group it up. So what I'm going to do here is I've shown you that as an example. I'll paste in there. I'll group them back up again. that one belongs along there, beside the M. So start with this one. Now, sometimes it can get a bit tricky, but sometimes you just kind of judge it by it. And another way that I do things is I'll borrow this. In fact, there's two of them there. I'll just take one then. And then you position that on how much of a border you want to give it. So I mean, you can see my C is off. I need to actually reduce the size of my C. Slightly up. No, it's not lined up perfectly. But let's see, I want it there. I think that might be a bit much actually. And there. It'll annoy me if I don't change that. I try not to get hung up too much on these kind of things. Like, it's going to bug me as well. I'm going to have to fix the fact that the C isn't quite hasn't got the same angle on it as well. Looks a bit better. How am I for height? I didn't come on to do this. I've gone sidetracked again. It's a bit better. Right, that's how much of a border I want to give it. It's a wee bit off at the top. Fuck it, I can fix that later, right? So let's say that's how much extra I want to give it. So these are my two kind of guidelines. And then I'm going to group this lot together now as well, just so they're out the way. Right, so you could either use the trigger to select it and then increase it. I'm going to say increase it by 10. Ooh, right, okay. Right, my background looks a bit dark. That one. Right, so increasing it to 10. 9. Yep. So it's just starting to overlap the white at the bottom, and it's just about meeting it at the top. Now it looks a bit off at the sides, so I've unselected it. I'll just increase it a bit at the sides until you get what looks about right. And then I'm going to move that back here. And then same with this one, I'm going to resize it. I'm going to select it and resize it, and just move it around a little bit as well. Now I don't need that one, so I can delete that. This one, I'm just going to straightforward resize it and move it down a bit, so it lines up with the white at the bottom. Take the skew off it. I'm happy with that. Resize it that way and up and down the way. And that way. Just move it along a bit if you start to lose some of the spacing. Right, so I'm happy enough with my M now. So I'm going to group that, and then I could change that to black. Now it might look a bit rough around the edges there, so you could fix whatever bits that you've got that are what's causing that? That bit. Yeah, that's better. So group them together. Right, so let's got my M. This should be straight enough, straightforward enough. So you just increase it up and down the way, and then across the way until you've got the right amount of space that you think you want. Move it along a bit. And you don't have to recolour them right now. You can recolour them all together. So I'm just going to leave that one. This one I'm going to ungroup, because with this I'll have to reduce the size of the inside C to give me that curve. And when you think it looks right, just leave it like that. And then outside C, so obviously when you use your trigger button and select it, that just increases the size without changing the dimensions of it. I can delete that one because I don't need that, but I'm going to need something to fill in the blank, so I'm going to borrow the eye and move the eye across here and resize it. And try and work out what kind of skew I need to put on it. Not much. Spin it that way. So this is where the game gets people like me. I become overly analytical with this kind of thing. I end up obsessing about how accurate things are, and I end up lying in bed at night thinking to myself, oh no, that didn't look right, I need to change it. And then I end up spending more time painting the cars than I do racing them, or I end up racing a car that looks really good but is absolutely gash on the track. So I'm happy enough with that, so select those three, group, ungroup these, and the same thing again. Now the way you can kind of cut down your time as well sometimes is when you're happy enough with that, because all these are going to be the same, just position them and paste, because they should all be the same height and the same angle. So I was going to make this an actual video. I was taking recordings of what I was doing, and then I was going to put a voiceover on it, and but I thought no, that would end up taking ages, because we'd have to upload it to the computer and then finalise it and everything like that. So I thought, you know what, I'll just make it a live stream. So again, what I like to do is I like to try and keep everything together. So there's the H, so that's part of the E. So for the rest of the E, well no, because I've already got the E there. Right. So bring the E back, ungroup that, delete that because I don't need that bit, but I need these bits. So resize roughly to what I want. And move it down if I need to. Right, looks okay. Same with this one. Just resize both directions. Move it down a little bit. Same with this one. Resize. Move it down so it lines up with the bottom. Move it along a wee bit so it looks like it lines up a bit. So I'm not 100% happy with the spacing there. So I don't know whether I need to reduce that or move my actual E, the middle of my E up as well. It's better. Oops. Now, one thing that always worries me about this game is sometimes it freezes. And you think to yourself, please don't crash, and then it crashes and you lose everything that you've just done. I don't know why I did that, because I've already got part of the L there. So I could delete that, bring this back. And then just resize. Can you tell what it is yet? I've already got the eye. I'm going to group that together. Right, so with the N. Oh. Right, got that there. There. Oh, it's the smaller bit, that's fine. Right, to ungroup this. Again, just position that. Have to resize it a little bit just so it meets the same kind of curve, but obviously a larger radius. There you go. Position, no, I don't need that bit. Well, move that bit to here instead. And that bit, I don't even need to resize this bit, I don't think. I could just move it down and move it along a bit. Right, so when you're happy with that, group those ones together. Don't need that one. And obviously, by deleting the layer, the bits that you don't need, obviously cuts down on the amount of layers that you're using. So change colour, change them to black. Right. Not happy with the C. That's better. And what I like to do as well is once you've got your group the way you want it, I'll group that one and that one, and I'll have them grouped separately to start with. Get rid of my lines there. Oh, I need a black line around this one as well. Get the size you want. And I'm going to group that and that together. And that get grouped together. And then reduce your size. So now we've got Michelin logo there, which you can use on black and white cars. So like if I group them together, save my layer group. Right. So let's say I want to put it on my car. Okay. I don't have Michelins on my car, but never mind. So, say we want to put it down here, okay? So, load. Oh, let's put it higher up so we can see it. Okay, we never put them. No, don't think many people would put a Michelin logo on their car there unless they're working for Michelin. So what I could do now is I can ungroup that and I could remove that if I want and just have the bare, bare logo. I can move the border as well. Take the border away. I could change. Could remove that border. Let's say remove all it apart from the actual logo there. But let's take that. Oh yeah. That was the point as well. Like if it's a like a couple of my friends have got like red, white. Well, Maz. Let's take Maz. Maz has got a red, white, and green Welsh livery on his car. So he would be able to change this to tie in with it. So say he wanted to make, instead of being the yellow and blue, maybe say he wanted to make it tie in with his Welsh livery. You could make it red and green. Iron Brew themed Focus. So with the Mobile 1 part there and liquid wrap. The 1 is being coloured separately. So I've changed the colour of that to orange to tie in with the car. Same with the ones along the bottom. The Bilstein logo. And then with like and subscribe and things like that along the back. So if I was to go full depth and very good example like the Ford. Yeah, I'll go back to the Ford. Let's go. So go into paint car, apply decals. So I've got Bilstein, right? So let's take for example. So I'm not gonna save this, but let's say I wanted to make this so it was entirely white. So change colour. Change that to white, and then change the text to black. And likewise here, that's already changed. Change vinyl shape. No, what I'm saying, change vinyl shape. Change colour. And then you can save that, select that all, and save that as an individual group, which you could then use on a car that you want to keep on your. So like with the Lotus that I showed, how it was all gold. So if I wanted to change the actual colour of the individual pieces. So like say I want to invert it, I want to make it black and white instead of white and black, or the other way around. Select every one of these. And change colour. And then you're going to lose it for a second. don't freak out. Or you could change it to red in the meantime, and then change all the other ones to black, and then the red to white. You know, if you're afraid of forgetting which bit that you've not selected. But when you're going along, you just tap. So left trigger. So, just like that. Change your colour. And there you go, you've got an opposite now. I'm going to see who's on the phone. That's okay, it's not obviously not important. So there you go, and then what you could do is just select all of that, group it, and now you've got an inverted version of it. So you can pretty much do that with anything. So what I like to have is I like to have the different versions of different different vinyls. So I've got like white with black surround, and then black with white surround, and obviously I've got them shared, so that people can download them and put them on their car. But also just kind of makes it easier for yourself as well. If you decide, oh, I want to have it with a red surround, or I want to have it with, so it doesn't get lost in the car. Because if that didn't have the black outline, by the time you put that on, say here, the white spot, you would entirely lose the shape of the Nürburgring. Now, if I wanted, I can ungroup that, change the colour of that to red. I mean, you can't really see it, doesn't make much difference there. Or you could change that, or just delete that entirely, in fact, and change the colour of that to red to match the text. So again, right, there's another example. Exit without saving. It just makes it easier for, if you're making a design up, rather than trying to find somebody else's vinyl group that matches the colour scheme that you're going for, or one that's got an outline, you know, because like you say, if you're putting it on there and you need, so like take the Bride logo there, if I just put that on as a red or a blue, the top end of it I felt was being was blending in too much to the colour of the car, so add an extra bit of background to it. So obviously with something like that, if it's a monochrome logo, it's easy enough just to stamp it and change the colour of the stamp. But when it's something that's got a bit more colour to it, or if you're wanting to expand on it, it becomes a bit, so again, I'll show you something like Nürburgring as another example. I can find it. Yeah, there you go, Nürburgring. So move along a bit. Right, ungroup. Now what I want to do is I want to, so I mean, when you would start off, if you download one from the storefront, you would just be Just position them, you know, get the right shape, get it roughly to the right size to start with, position it on top of it. Now what I think helps a lot of the time as well is, if I just copy that there, so you just kind of position that in such a way that you lose so that is about my limit. So I go that way and that's me, I've totally covered it. So that's what you want. You want it just beyond that. So that is it. That's my shape there. Right. So I've copied that and I paste it because I know this angle is the same. So I just need to reduce the length of that bit. Now I've only made that size, but you might want to make it full screen. But I'll just make it half the size, so at least that way people don't start taking, you know, getting blinded by the amount of white light that's on here. So so sometimes you won't get, you'll get so that it's you got a line at the bottom there or a line at the top. But as long as you get as close to as you want. And then when it comes to this kind of thing, you've obviously got to make sure that you don't make it too long so that it ends up protruding. So in this case I would remove that just for the time being until you get back to 90 degrees. Increase the length. Oh, don't spin it. Okay, so you're matching up with the corners. And you can put your bit back in there to see how much it's and then the same again. Spin till you get your made that too long that time because you've got a small line. So that's basically how you do that. So to cut a long story short, let's just copy that. Get rid of that. Right, so once you've got all your shapes, so that's them all there, right? Obviously group them all together. But if you wanted to make an outline, like I did before, I would want to, so I want to make it a black background. I want to make a white one, so change the size of that again. I'll want to select all these again. There's obviously quicker ways of doing it. You know, you could have just changed the colour of it when it was all grouped. But sometimes you... Right. And then change the position of that. So you could do it that way by just going, like counting in your head how many steps you're taking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you think that's enough, or do you think you need a bit more, so add a wee bit more to it? And do the same here. So it needs to line up with that bit there. And take it a wee bit. I don't think it doesn't need to go as far up, because the one that's above that will meet up with it. So you find your next bit there. So increase the width until your corner meets up with that. I don't need to increase the length because I think it'll be fine by the time you add it on. So then there's your next bit. So increase the width, increase the length. And there's your first part. Oh, pardon me. So you basically do that all the way around until you end up with scroll through them all. Don't freeze, don't freeze. Until you end up with that. Here's one I made earlier. So that's how you end up doing that kind of thing.